Good morning, everybody. Welcome live to my updates. I thought I'd come live just to share with you all some recent updates I've received with regards to the Notre Dame, some of the encodements that I've received as well. Also some updates with regards to the rise of the Divine Feminine. I've been sharing a lot recently, over the recent days, with regards to some of the updates and the energy updates, and some of the metaphors surrounding the Notre Dame. I've also shared with you all about the four cardinal points that need healing within humanity itself, certain societies that need release and healing. Also, quite metaphorically, I also was receiving an ultimate shift with Jacques de Molay and the Templar Knights. A lot of shared over the years with regards to his light, his energy, and certainly about the work that I've done with the Templar Knights energetically as well. I was in the car with my daughter yesterday because I received a lot of information about bees. And in ancient times, bees have been significant to the goddess. There are a lot of stories with regards to the bees, but bees are very significant. Bees are a symbol of life force and of creation, creating the elixir of honey, connection with the flower kingdom, Mother Nature, and so forth. But also bees are tied in back in ancient times to divine priesthood, the feminine. And yesterday, as I say, I received a lot of stuff coming through recently, but yesterday my daughter turned around, she said the bees have survived. But this is what I got, okay, and I'm actually going to explain to you all now, because I've got 666, okay, and a lot of the stuff from Revelation is now unfolding. But Revelation comes in as metaphors, and I'm actually going to speak to you a little bit about what the 666 means. It's not actually what they have said, the Christian Church have said over eons, because 666 is not the mark of the beast. 616 is the mark of the beast. Even Wiki have got that correct. 666 is the code of man, but it's also the encodement of Christ consciousness coming down into the form of man. There are souls that are coming into play now, incarnation. As I've worked intensively on the Akashic records of many souls, I also connect with the dates of birth, the astrological, the planetary, the elemental, even natal charts, as to try and decipher cosmically what that soul is here to do in this now. There are souls that carry significant encodements within their date of birth, because when we come down, we set a plan. We set a plan, what we are here to do. My code is 426. I carry the encodement of the 42 Notre of Egypt, 42 laws of Mat, 42 laws, the 42 lost books of Thoth. I work with the HU. The HU is an aspect of Horus, HerU. Deshuti goes back into Atlantis. There are certain lifetimes that he's attained, and so forth. So I carry an encodement of the code 6. My twin flame on the earth, and I know who he is. My twin flame on the earth, who is also got past life as Horus and Jacques de Molay and stuff like that. I know who he is. He knows his path. He is 24/6, and he's Gemini. Now, Gemini has also got an astrological significance with the Osirian energy. 24/6 is also the code of Jupiter. But also Jupiter, Pitta, Zeus, Jupiter. Okay, Pitta is the father energy. Jupiter is also the Pitta is right on the end. So 24/6, he carries that encodement within his date of birth. That's his life that's his life path, soul path, and so forth. So we also got souls. This is interesting. We've also got many souls, and I've come across them carrying 33/6, and they are working lovely, bringing that beautiful energy and light coming down into Gaia. So these are certain examples of the numerology, life path, so forth. So I don't look at numerology as what you are here to do in this, you know, oh, you're going to have this relationship and that relationship, and you know, yes, it comes part of the package, but I work cosmically when I'm looking at the Akashic records. 369, that's a code that my daughter has on her numerology. 369 are the keys of the universe. And she also is aware of certain parts of her Akashic record, her past lives and stuff, and yet she's 22. This is some of the stuff that comes in. I know a massive collective are carrying 33/6. This is about bringing in the Christ consciousness, the love consciousness, and so forth into Gaia Earth at this time to facilitate and help on the ascension process. And it's about tapping into that energy. Okay, now I know there are codes 3 that are good significant codes. There is also 9. As I say, the 369 are very high codes. We've also got those who are working with the infinity sign, okay, which is 8 as a life path. We've also got 5, which is to do with working with the elements, 5 elements. So, you know, different parts have a part to play. Also, you have within your date of birth hidden codes as well. So this is something that I do when I'm working with ascension paths with clients. We're looking at the numerology, natal stuff like that. That's what I focus on, because not just about past lives. This is about facilitating healing, and looking at your ascension, looking what you need to do in this now to help you to nurture, to grow, and to fulfill your potential. So I'm going back now to Notre Dame, because I wanted to explain a little bit about codes. Okay, Notre Dame, we've got bees. Now, I don't know if you've heard the news. The bees at Notre Dame have survived. This is defined as a miracle. Now, what is there is approximately 180,000 bees. What I've done here is, what is 3 times 6? It's 18. So we've got 18. This is something that's coming through very strongly. So we're looking at 666. You can bring in the neutrons and the atoms and all what you have. Basically, the code 6, it's about the God, goddess energy, the angels and so forth coming down into man. Okay, it's that ascent, it's that descent into man in order for us to rise up again. So basically, this is what it's about. It's about bringing in this Christed light. And again, tying in with a little bit of the 144 codes that I've explained to you about in my previous lives. That's tied in with Notre. As I say, N equals 14, D equals 4. So we've got that. We've got the 180,000 bees. Now, back in ancient times, the divine feminine was represented as the goddess and the bees. The queen, the goddess, the bees are the priestesses. What they found was the bees were protecting the queen. And quite rightly, because everything comes into a massive hub. So what is actually happening now is that the priestess and the goddess energy and whatever we are working in, the feminine energy is now activating. It's now rising. So this is another metaphor that's coming into play. So the bees, okay, is the emblem of Potnia. The Melissa is what they address the bee priestesses back in ancient times. They were tied in. Many was associate the bees with Artemis and Demeter. Okay. We've also got Brahmari. This is interesting because in ancient Hinduism, there was the bee goddess. She's an aspect. She's an aspect of the Shakti. Brahmari. Now Brahma, which is Brahma. We all know Brahma, which is the 4 directions. Okay, and this is what I spoke about, the 4 cardinal points, the 4 directions, Brahma. Okay, Brahmari is also the bee goddess in the Hindu philosophy, the ancient Hindu philosophy. Mari, here we go, Mari, M-R is Mary. Mary, Mother Mary. This is basically the church. She's the Lady of the North. Marie. Okay. So this is basically bringing back the emanations of the goddess, the names, the energy, back into great sense of oneness. Okay. Because believe you me, the goddess energy is bringing everything back into sense of one. I want to go back now to Artemis. Artemis, and other aspects of the goddess is tied in with moon, the evening star, which is the moon, and the moon energy, the pink lunar energy, the divine goddess. Okay, I certainly did here in the UK, saw the moon. It was like a salmon pink. Some people thought it looked like orange, some people thought it was pink. I would say it was very salmon in colour, which is a cross between orange and pink, which is a very good colour to have, because you have the pink hues coming in from the heart chakra, the orange hues coming in from the sacral, which is to do with the sacred sexuality, also embodying the masculine and feminine. It was Libra as well, which is about the balance. So the sacral chakra is the hub of anchoring the divine masculine, the divine feminine, and to bring that into oneness, because it has to happen within ourselves in order for that to manifest around us. Okay, we have to heal those aspects within ourselves in order for us to align, to be able to manifest in the outer world. So everything starts from within. So it was a time of connecting with our heart chakra and our sacral to connect, embody that balance within ourselves. But it was a time of embodying the masculine, feminine energy. And this is something that I have been working with, certainly picking up a lot of aspects, a lot of situations coming in from my divine masculine, certainly surrounding the events, with the Notre Dame as a whole. Because certainly when I've been working with Horus and his incarnations, it is about working upon our incarnations, because even this is what I'll say to my clients as well, when we're working on the Akashic records, we do this through the sense of healing. So when we're healing the client, whether we are working, having the client on the couch, or even talking to them, or facilitating any kind of healing work, we are connecting with that client's Akashic record, whether it be past life, ancestral life, in this now, cellular memory. We are working through that mind, body and spirit conduit of that person to release and to heal. So that is in essence Akashic work. Akashic work comes in different degrees. So when we are working on the Akashic line, it doesn't matter how great or how small, that bit of healing that is facilitated feeds straight in to the collective as a whole, because more souls that we're able to heal, to release, to nourish, to grow, to help them to evolve, to help them to see beyond their situations, we are healing the planet. Okay, so the more that we are able to go out as healers, the more we are doing the healing work, the more that this planet ascends, because Gaia Earth as a planet structure is working at 5D, and it's probably working beyond that in certain areas. But humanity as a whole needs an awful lot of work. Okay, it needs an awful lot of work. And we only have to go out on the streets to understand this. Or even speak to people that are around us who are suffering. Or switch on the TV and we go, right, okay, humanity needs healing. So in this now, we as light workers are receiving that beautiful energy and light from source, from spirit, from working with our guides, working with our angels. What are we doing with that energy and light? We need to be doing something. We need to be doing something with this energy that's coming through. And that is to be a ripple effect. We can't just be sitting here receiving it and not doing anything about it. We need to get out there and shine our light, because this is coming through into our essence. We need to be able to get out there and do the work. And empowerment is a key word. Okay, so we have to be out there, getting out there, embodying our divinity and doing something to share our light with humanity. We are all working differently and uniquely, and this is something that we must embrace as a collective, that we are not all here to be working in the same way, because it doesn't work like that. If it worked like that, we'd be robots. We're not here to be robots. We are here to embrace our uniqueness, our experiences, our light, and so forth. When I often say, when I'm doing mediumship and I'm doing readings, I say that mediums, we all work differently. And that is wonderful because we're able to complement each other. Okay, so it is okay to know that we are able to do things differently to our fellow neighbouring light workers,